back to Purse First Impressions, and today we have our voiceover goddess of the show herself, Miss Chase Icon, in the house. Chase, how are you?
Hi, Bob. I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How does it feel to be the official voice of season 1 of Slag Wars?
Oh my God, so amazing. I've been such a big fan of the C Destroyers for so long, and I feel like we've existed in the same world in my head for so long. So the fact that I get to be part of their first major project is mind blowing to me. They're my favorite.
How did you get involved in all this madness?
Basically, one of the producers reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in being a guest judge on the show, actually, and asked if I had a passport because it was filmed in the UK. And I said, no, I don't have a passport. And it was such short notice that they wanted to involve me somehow. And then they had the idea of putting my voiceovers in, because that's kind of what I'm known for, is my silly voiceovers and stuff. And then basically what they ended up doing was liking it so much that they just wanted to have me on camera too and be as much involved in it as I possibly could. And I was so thrilled. It's been such a fun process.
Did you have a favorite voiceover moment from the show? I know what mine was.
Oh my God. I liked the part where Gustavo walked in and it was the whole joke about oh, look, a top. And then he started doing this whole feminine thing, and I was never mind.
Did you write those yourself? Did you have a team where you going at them yourself?
So basically, Topher, who's one of the writers for the show, the main writer, I believe, would write the scripts for me based on what happens in the episode. I didn't actually watch the episodes. I didn't get to see it before. Yeah, and basically he would describe what's happening and what he wanted me to say, and I would take that and put my own little Chase Icon spin on it, which is something I like to do.
I love that.
And it made for something really good. Topher's a great writer, and he understands my humor. So it was super fun to work with him and come up with funny shit to say about everyone.
I think my favorite moment was you saying, well, of course we gave them their privacy. Just kidding. We shoved a camera in their face down their throats as soon as possible. That's
reality TV. That's reality TV in a nutshell, honestly.
Would you ever do something like Slag Wars? Would you ever find yourself competing on a reality TV show?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel it would be really fun to do, but it would have to be something that I felt really comfortable in, because sometimes I just see myself in the mirror wrong and I'm oh my God, so being on reality where there's literally cameras shoved in you, not shoved in you. But
listen, season 2, Slag Wars. Maybe the cameras will be shoved inside of us. Who knows?
That's the OnlyFans exclusive.
Now I want to talk about. Now let's get into the episode. We are now on the finale of Slag Wars, season 1. Okay, real tea. This is just my opinion. Why did they invite Cameron back?
Yeah. So Cameron's very beautiful. Very great. But I was kind of not so I don't know. I felt the thing is they both did comedy, and it was Cameron's jokes weren't landing that well, and it was just it seemed like digs,
Right?
But they're just so sweet. They just really want everyone to win, So
I know, but we can't all win. Would you have brought Cameron back?
I would not have brought Cameron back. I really wouldn't have.
Confirmed. Chase Icon is a bitch. Confirmed.
You got me on camera. No, I don't think I would have, because honestly, Kane's was more comedic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Which is what the challenge. Well, what he made the challenge. He could have done anything. If I were Cameron, I would have done some modeling shit or some art piece type of thing, because not everyone has to be able to twirl fucking Tyrese spinning around, and
exactly.
Nikki Monet, who was doing her cabaret thing, which was amazing. Cameron was it was just the least entertaining performance, and it's one thing if there's not a least entertaining, and you're everyone does so good, but I felt it was undeniable. He didn't really deserve to be back, but he's back.
It was his time.
Yeah.
It was his time. You know what I mean? But also, what it proves to me he didn't deserve to be back? When he came back and was I don't want to win. It's oh, you just wasted our fucking Bitch, you should have stayed the fuck home.
Literally, no, that because then I was thinking like, oh my god, Kevin could have been there. That could have been Kevin. I feel like Kevin was kind of the sweetheart of the show. We could have had him in the like top 4 because there was the top 4. I guess.
Boomer was obsessed with Kevin. I was like, Kevin seems sweet to me. I was like, Kevin's a little out of his league. When you stand between like Kane, Nicki Monet, and Tyrese, who are like flipping, wearing fashion, I'm like, Kevin's kind of like, hey everybody.
I know. No, but that's
great to be here with all of you. You're lovely.
I feel like he would have been able to bring something to the talent show that would have at least been more interesting than like the monotone jokes that weren't really like landing that well, but
that is true.
It happened.
I would love to see what Kevin would have done.
Me too.
Maybe he would have done his rap songs. And you can check out Kevin's rap songs available on Spotify.
No way. I didn't know he had songs.
I cannot wait to see it.
I have to hear that.
Yeah, well, he laughed because I thought his rap was his little rap he did for the Destroyers was so funny to me.
I know.
And I was like, this. Now, also, okay, did you notice? I know we're going back too far, but did you clock the misspelling of cabaret?
I didn't.
They put the Carabay, which really got me all together. Anyway, that's a whole different side note. So let's keep moving forward. I love that they sit down and then Kane goes, well, I'm back. And it's like, okay, thanks for clearing that up. But then he turns to Tyrese and says, I'm actually here to replace you.
I know, that was so dramatic. I was like, oh wait, this is the finale. Like, can I say this? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a finale. They've already watched it.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm like, even I as like an audience member watching it was like, I know how this goes, but I was like, are they like, what the fuck is happening? That moment seems so like, what?
I want to talk about, why do you think, this is, for 4 episodes, this is a lot of fucking twists and turns.
I know, for real.
Right?
It was the first episode. Well, that was the first episode, right, when Sophie had her little meltdown about sending people home. Mm-hmm. And we brought a lot of people back. See, I feel like in Drag Race, like, that is like, someone's brought back every, like, once a season out of, like, how many episodes? Like, a bunch. So yeah. It was a lot to keep up with, back and forth,
it made it exciting though, you know what I mean?
No, I loved it. I honestly thought it was great. And I hope.
Well, they went from sending no one home to sending 2 people home for 2 episodes in a row, and then bringing a bitch back. So there was a lot going on. So
every elimination had a gag. Every elimination had a gag.
Right?
All 2. All 2 elimination nights because there was only 2. No, there was only 2. Like.
So I want to talk about Delia doing these card readings with everyone. So she does this card reading with Cameron, and I know I sound salty. I'm just so annoyed that he's back. And then Delia's like, all these bitches are jealous of you. If I would have been like,
if I was one of the bitches, I'd be like, no.
Actually not, bitch. You went home last week. I'm not jealous of you.
I know.
Like,
did
bitch,
you hear the joke?
You already been eliminated.
No, literally, I'd be like, I don't know about that. I was waiting for someone to cut to a confessional and be like, not me. Like,
right? It should have been you. They needed to cut to your voice and be like, didn't you just get sent home last week?
I know. Literally. No, she was hyping them up. I was like, oh, I don't know if whatever.
I want to know if you think that when Delia was saying that Tyrese had love coming to them in their life, do you think she was talking about me? Do you think there's a chance for me and Tyrese?
I actually, well, not a lot of people know this, but when I was actually on set for that episode, and we cut it out for the sake of like you're protecting your brand, but they actually, Delia did say Bob the drag queen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
listen,
I'm sure because I'm sure she was sending you like spirit messages too.
Yeah, Spirit emails.
Exactly.
Spirit Airlines emails.
Mm-hmm, forwarding that shit right to you.
I'm being very subtle with my attraction to Tyrese this whole season of reviews.
Subtlety is everything.
Do you agree with the top 4?
No, because I would say it should be not Cameron.
Yeah, I would have done a top 3.
I would have done a top 3 as well. I feel bad because I know, I just know that they were like, Rebecca and Sophie with the hearts of gold that they have. We're probably like, we have to have him back. Like, you know, he deserves another chance. But, you know, us as like audience members who are seeing the whole show, how the way it's edited and everything, it's a little bit like we don't see necessarily like what he's done in this like short amount of time just so deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, they did their nice, sweet thing and they put him in the top, and then he took himself back out. So
Then he take himself out, which is whatever. Okay, do you see yourself? Are you a Rebecca or are you a Sophie? Who do you identify with?
I'm definitely a Rebecca. Like I love Sophie so much. She's the funniest memes I've ever seen on my Twitter timeline, all of them. But like one of my friends and I, Kyunchi, we actually always talk about how like I'm the Rebecca of the friendship, and like she's the Sophie, and like they're like the cock destroyers in our little group, and like I just identify with her so much. Actually, she's my lock screen. She's been my lock screen for like at least like 2 years. Like it's been.
Do you have a show crush? Of the cast.
You know what? I would have to say Gustavo's just such a cutie. You know, like
it's a very popular choice. Very popular choice.
I would have to say Gustavo. I mean, he has like this just like teddy bear type of personality, like lovable, himbo. You know, like it's very that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, more Tyrese for me. And my last question is, who do you have any friends that you want to see on season 2? Is there someone out there in the zeitgeist of slagginess that you think would absolutely slay the game on season 2?
Oh my gosh. Well, I do have a friend who is an OnlyFans creator named Literally Sophie. She's this hilarious fucking trans girl. She's funny. She's a hustler. I feel like she'd be so good for the show. And that's who I would have to say, like, I would want to see her on. Do you have
any pull over at casting?
I mean, I haven't really tried my pull, but who knows? Sophie, email somebody, I don't know.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now I'm going to hop over to, I have the Destroyers waiting for me. I'm going to jump over there with them. But if you all want to follow at Chase Icon on Instagram, right now, I'm telling you right now, she's hilarious. I found out about you through this show. Actually, Boomer told me about you because I just discovered you and I was like, I don't know who she is, but she is, I was literally laughing. I was like, actually LOLing. So it was amazing. Do you have any other projects you're working on? Anything you want to talk about?
I have music coming. It's probably coming the first month of January. First week of January, 2021.
Ooh,
we're doing it. We're going strong. And it'll be really fun.
Can we expect a Kevin
That'll be on the EP. That'll be on the EP for sure.
All right. Thank you so much, Chase.
Thank you for having me, Bob. Bye.
Can I just say, as we get started, like, I don't want to like ruin the high concept character of the Cock Destroyers, but like, it's so, you two, like the fact that you're like Rebecca MILF, and if you go on Sophie's YouTube page, Sophie talks about her little man and stuff. Like, as we were setting up, it has never been more clear that I'm on a Zoom call with two moms. They were like, all right, now when you go into QuickTime, where are you going? Where's the option that says file? I don't know what's going on. I'm completely lost.
That is honestly, when I'm at home, it's just
I like literally know what I can to survive.
Yeah. And literally, it is funny because with Alaska, you were saying about the transformation. And although I don't go up my son's school, literally, I close my door and I'm like, right, I got to get the Cock Destroyer on. Yeah. And like, you are so right. You're in Alaska, and I was laughing
you're
at
a
that.
soccer mum.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's what it means to be a Cock Destroyer.
That's what it means to be a Cock Destroyer.
You know, going from a mom to a transformation.
Listen, you know what? Understanding the difference between drag and drop and copy paste, and then having to suit up and make the work for you to earn bread for your family. Before we get into the show, I want to just I got to talk about the fact that you two are just absolute you've become queer icons. Like, how do you feel about this? Like within the past, okay, when did the Cock Destroyer video come out?
That was 2 years ago, wasn't it? It was October. Yeah. It's
Oh my God, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, just over 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years.
And did y'all ever think that the queer community would just like latch onto you the way we have?
We love it.
It was so unexpected.
It was we love it. It's so
It's
unexpected.
amazing.
We couldn't believe it. We were like, there's like, to be called a gay icon is massive. So
like,
we're like, I said to Sophie, about 6 gay guys have DM'd me calling me a gay icon, and she said, me too. What have we done? And we didn't know what we'd done. I went, no, it must be that video.
Yeah, and it was.
And you were expecting a bunch of horny straight guys to write you, but no, honey, the gays were like, yeah. So shout out to the girls, the gays, and the theys. But in the meantime, let's now go ahead and kick off. I am here with the Cock Destroyers, the host, the judge, the juries, and the executioners of Slag Wars.
Yeah.
That is
now,
exactly
this show is absolutely amazing. This is the only reality TV show that I've seen on TV talking about consent, talking about sex work, talking about body positivity, talking about being gender fluid. I mean, what a diverse cast. It's only like 6 people, but like you have Mexico, you have Americans, you have people from the UK, you have trans women, you have non-binary people, you have
people from Florida.
You have people from Florida, which I normally wouldn't recommend.
Exactly.
I don't know what the UK version of Florida is, but it's not the classiest place. So what was it like for you all to have?
Yeah.
What's it like for you all to host this amazing show?
It's been the best. We've absolutely loved it, haven't we? It was quite intense, to be honest.
It was.
Getting it together in this tiny little window that we had after the first lockdown.
Oh my God,
in the UK, we had a lockdown, so in September we had a little tiny period where everybody could come over. All the contestants had to quarantine for 2 weeks. So it was intense.
Yeah.
But those 4 days was the most fun that we've had.
It was the best.
It was just so good.
Yeah. And you know, I'm just talking about us hosting as well. It's the fact that we work so well together, you know, as family, but also as business as well, don't we? Right. And we were saying this earlier, and it's just amazing, our dynamic as well. So
You really remind me of, I think a lot of people probably say with their best friends, you remind me of my best friend. I'm a lot more like Rebecca, and you're a lot more emotional, which is like my best friend, Monet Exchange. Where because you didn't want to eliminate. I'm like, we got to get rid of these bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, I've actually been watching myself back and thinking, I really like in the last one. I was watching myself back and thinking, I sound so like insincere. I was like, who am I? I'm like, you nearly made me cry. And it's just like, I really was feeling emotional. Like, I don't show it sometimes. Like, it's even 0 to 100 with me, isn't it?
Yeah, and I love that.
How did y'all actually meet?
So we met at a porn party. we met at a porn star party, and that's where we kind of like said hi.
Hi, it was like,
and then I contact you to come around my house for
you know,
it was a girly gangbang,
girly
guy and six females. And then I was just like, so a girl had actually said to me, oh my God, right, when you work with Sophie, she's like she doesn't stop talking dirty in the scene. And I was like, they went, you might have to tell her to shut up. And I was like, oh right, okay then. And I was like, when we were doing the scene, Sophie was like, you fucking I was like, oh my God, it's like looking in the mirror. I was just like,
it is amazing.
And then afterwards, I said to you, I said, should we get together? And then we got together, and then we just like, we just did loads of sex calls, didn't we?
Yeah, it was amazing.
And then we did a double gangbang, one on the Friday night and one on the Saturday morning, and that's where the video came out. We were trying to get 6 more dicks for the morning, and we filmed them.
Let me tell you, you got a lot more than you bargained for. That video. You got a lot more than you bargained for, honey.
Sure did. And here we are, like Who knew? Wouldn't it?
So let's talk about, okay, so with only 4 episodes, the twists and the turns are wild. So we're sitting here, and first of all, in this group, when they're all sitting together, my first thought is, wow, Nikki looks great. Because I've evolved on Nikki's look, because I was so upset when she walked in sweatpants. I was so irritated. And I know now she showed me online that she was doing a Kim Kardashian look, but I didn't like it on Kim K either.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you two don't slack off. Like, you're in monster on rocks.
Yeah.
You're like walking on dirt and in rocks in these. At one point, Sophie just crawled because she couldn't get the shoes off.
I'm telling you now, it's either that or I break my ankle. So
I love walking in high heels, and
you're so good. Honestly, you're so good.
So Sophie comes to stay with me. And I just, you're like my doll, and I just dress you up, and I put my shoes on you, and like, we have to adjust because I've got some ridiculous ones, and I can I've
monster shoes.
Honestly, the queen of walking in the hill.
But we went viral on a video, didn't we? No, it's just us walking, and I'm going, and so it's launching onto the wall, and it got 4 million hits, didn't it?
Yeah. It was like
do you ever slack off on look? Do you have like a day where you wear sweatpants or like a hoodie?
We are freaking slobberinas.
We are, honestly.
Aren't we?
Yes.
Totally. That's what we look like. I picked her up from the train station in a onesie.
That was tonight. I love it.
We're going to be on YouTube with Bob the Drag Queen. We are not.
That is true. Yeah.
You should see us below here.
Oh, that. Listen, girl, I get it. I'm wearing leggings down below.
That's right. We are X-rated.
So why? So we bring Cameron back on the show. Now we're looking at Cameron. Okay, last week, Rebecca, you looked at Cameron and you say, you were absolutely stunning. You're beautiful. You are very funny. You're talented, and we're sending you out.
You're destroyed. I thought that it would. Look, this is my first show. Right? I thought to be a good judge, what you need to do is let them down gently. So you tell them all the good things, and then
you drop kick them. You just both feet and kick them off the edge of the thing. I was like, work, but.
Do you know what I laughed about as well? Is basically we said, you're not just a pretty face, we're sending you home with a modelling contract. But honestly, it was so difficult. Cameron, I think it was edited. A lot of it has been cut out. It was so funny. It was just really, really, really difficult to decide between Kane and Cameron in the end. So we were just like, do you know what? I don't think Cameron's done. Let's go and get him back.
And you were so adamant on this.
Yeah.
I was.
You'd have him all back.
Yeah, exactly. But I was crying at this point because Gustavo had left. So I was literally in the bed with Nikki.
I love Gustavo.
Yeah, I did. And Gustavo's like, don't worry.
Oh, Gustavo. Do you know
don't worry.
Do you know what happened though? Remember when I said to Gustavo, you're destroyed, and he went, is that good?
Yeah.
They took it out.
Oh, it was.
So
But I mean, but you've seen shows like Drag Race and X Factor, like eliminating is a part of the gig, you know?
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm turning.
I will say this: it may have been hard to see Gustavo leave, but don't you at some point realize? I mean, like, you're sitting there in these like crazy outfits. Matthew Camp is sitting there in like a collar, and then Gustavo sits down in a hoodie. I'm like, bitch, you packed to leave. Like, you want to go home at this point. So, I mean, I wasn't eliminated from my show, but I imagine it must be really stressful. So, Kane is. I love that when Cameron sits down, he just goes, "I'm back."
Yeah. Very funny what he does to Tyrese.
Oh. Yeah, and goes, right, so one of you has to go.
Yeah.
And I like,
oh yeah, when he looked at Tyrese and said, I think he said like, I'm replacing you. I thought he was serious.
Yeah, I know. And Therese was gonna cry.
Yeah, they were about to lose it. Yeah, and I was like, that is. But what do you all think about Cameron saying, "I can't believe they changed the format of the show"? And I'm like, I was like, he's like, I mean, but also to me, I was like, well, at this point, they've changed the format. In I think every episode, the first one, no one went home. The second one, 2 people went home.
Yeah.
The third one, 2 people went home. The fourth one, 1 person came back. So I'm like, in 100% of the episodes, they've changed the format. So why are you still so shocked that they changed the format?
You know? TV. And that's what we wanted, just it to be a bit all over the show. We quite like it.
So this week we skip right over the foreplay challenge. We go straight into the passion project this week. And it is a music video. They get to be in the first ever Cock Destroyer music video, which is truly a great honor.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the okay, you all work with the amazingly talented and absolutely beautiful Austin Nunes to get this video. Austin Nunes, if you don't know, Austin Nunes is iconic. Every drag queen, every porn star, every girl, gay and they knows Austin Nunes, and you all get to make the song. And I believe Jan Sport is one of the voices singing. Jan Sport from RuPaul's Drag Race is also doing some backup vocals
as well. That's coming out soon as well. We are so great. The story behind this song as well is crazy. So we had one song created by somebody else, and it was awful. Honestly, it was the worst thing ever. And we were like, we listened to it. And Sophie, like, he criticised it. You were like, fucking.
And Sophie's so nice. If Sophie says it's not good, it must really be bad.
I was like,
that's how bad it was. Honestly, we were like, what are we gonna do? This is bearing in mind, like, the 2 days before the show. We have no soundtrack, nothing. No. Austin knows Andrew, and Andrew, within 24 hours, came back, said, record this, that, and the other. I'm going to have you a song.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I've never put I'm thinking, oh my goodness, we listen to the song, it's phenomenal. And we have to record other things. And remember, we have to record all our voiceovers under this towel and send it out.
It was great.
And that was it. And basically, we had to learn our own lines, and because we'd said all this stuff, and we had to mime our own lines. Like, I was like, there's a line where I go, anal, I put my head up your arse and wear you like a hat. But I'd said it so fast that I was like, what did I... And I was like, and I had to, like, we had to mime to this at like 3 a.m. So there was a lot of quick turnaround on that song. Honestly, we are so
y'all know
it
was really great. So shout out to Andrew Barrett Cox. By the way, is not just a talented composer, but also great dancer as well. Me and Andrew danced together years ago for a gig. He randomly sent me a video of himself dancing to one of my songs, and I was like, work. So we did a thing together. So let me. I'm going to go back and intro the thing real quick. So there was one part. I mean, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but a few times over the course of this show, Nikki has used the word pussy as a pejorative, and I'm like, you better put some respect on pussies. Pussies are powerful. Pussies are tough. Because she goes, I'm not a pussy. I'm like, do you know what pussies are even capable of? I mean, literally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She does actually. That's one of her things.
Yeah, that's one of her things. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting to me because like cocks get destroyed, but pussies can take a pounding, and there is nothing like they step back.
And they do the destroying. I mean, have you
smashing it in like
exactly? Those things can destroy lives. And spit out children. I mean,
it's true. I'm like, if you got that gorilla grip pussy, you can really. You know the terms, all right.
I do. I have a designer vagina. So.
Okay, let's talk about this. So y'all come out. I was laughing because they come out and you're in this old age makeup.
What did you think?
We honestly, We loved it, honestly.
It was so... I thought that I love it. This is when I say you two go all out. I thought you were going to use it in the video. It wasn't even in the music video. It was just... I was like, they really did hours. How long were you in makeup?
My goodness, do you know what? I always make Sophie go first because I'm like, I think Sophie will like to have longer than me, but I end up having a little sleep. So basically, when she went to have this old lady makeup on, she then had to wait for me to have mine. And I fell asleep. Alexis Stone's actually got pictures of me going, like, so unattractive, and you're there like, I'm in here for hours.
Now, y'all two really are... It's so impressive. You two are like, I mean, just such hard workers. Like, all of that just to have this moment to tell them that, I mean, I know we're joking about this, but being a cock destroyer isn't just about being, you two just happen to be really gorgeous, but it's not just about being beautiful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So I love that you all are talking about not just body acceptance, but like age acceptance and
Yes.
I mean, and I also, even like Rebecca, a big part of your character is being a MILF. It's about being a woman of a certain age.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I just feel like my life is beginning in a way. I mean, I loved being young. I'm still young, but I think that's the next stage for I think women do tend to struggle as well when they're getting older and stuff. And like, yeah, I think embrace it. And it's true. I think we enjoyed, didn't we, putting on the stuff and becoming older, because one day, like, obviously we probably would be Botoxed up to the tits, but
even more so.
It's so important to, like, my mum's 17. She said to me, she said, "Oh, you become invisible." I said, "No, you don't, Mum. Like, everybody respects, like, these people, the older generation. Like, they've lived. Just always respect your elders."
Yeah, totally.
Right?
And that's what makes it a real cock destroyer. That's what it means to be a cock destroyer.
Wait, can that be your next shirt? The next shirt has to say, "And that's what it means to be a cock destroyer."
That is yes.
Send me one. I'll be the first one to wear it. Okay?
Yeah, for you.
So you have an absolute icon, Alexis Stone, who is like, talk about transformations. I mean, her entire Instagram is her turning into literally anyone. And not only that, but she's also the queen of stunts. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the stunts she pulls.
Insane. She's got another one coming up, isn't she? In January, I think. She's put
she's always doing something wild. The first thing she did was she made everyone believe that she had this like insane amount of plastic surgery.
And then the porn
I thought it was real. It really tricked me.
And the porn, she tricked me with the porn. I was like, I'm getting my lawyer for you. I was like, it's not happening to you. And then she said, I have to tell you the truth. And then she sent me the video. So queen of stunts. And we were she did us a massive favour. We were very, very lucky. She's a good friend of ours. Such a super talented person, but also just so humble as well. Like, just so lush.
She's amazing.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have this tarot card reader named Delia who is now sitting down and going through, she's going to give everyone a reading. Now, I got really excited at one point because she said that she saw someone in Tyrese's future. And I was like, I think it's me.
Oh, babe.
We know how you feel about Tyrese.
I was like, I think she's talking about me. So Tyrese, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure she was like, I see a drag queen. I see the drag queen. As soon as Cameron sits down, this is literally just a big ego boost to Cameron. At one point, I was a little bit uncomfortable because they're doing it in front of everyone else, and the person reading tarot cards is like, everyone's jealous of you, and then everyone's on the side just like. Like, how would you have felt sitting there, like, being basically read through this other person's reading? You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness! That was funny. That was funny. She was very good, actually. She did everybody, didn't she? She was just going around. I actually hired her for my 40th birthday as well.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Whole day.
Oh, work.
Just, yeah, it was such fun.
All right, so let's talk about these looks. So first up, we have Nicki Monet. By the way, I this is because Nicki Monet's gotten a chance to do her drag because she started out with drag, and this look is so Florida drag. She looks mwah.
Yes, the hair.
Oh my god!
I love the hair so much.
Everything. Oh my god.
Do you know what the material reminds me of? It reminds me of Kim Kardashian in those at the Met Gala.
At the Met Gala.
With the teardrops.
Yeah.
I know that I do think that Nicki does sort of kind of base some of her outfits on Kim.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nikki, there was a sweatsuit. This might be a Mugler inspired Met Gala moment. But she looks, I mean, she does high drag. She looks really beautiful. This is pageant. The stones, the earrings, the hair.
It's just gorgeous. She always looks outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I absolutely love this. The hair though, it's just
gorgeous.
Insane.
Yeah.
Just really shows off her figure as well, beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I feel bad for the other contestants because like to compete with Nicki Monet, who's so good at aesthetics, who's so good at building out her beauty. Like she, in my opinion, when it comes to the look, she's a little bit ahead of the others because she's a queen.
It was like bang, bang, bang. Brilliant. Yeah.
So now we have Tyrese.
I did really love this look. Tyrese.
It's very Madonna. It's a Material Girl nod.
Absolutely.
This is a Madonna
Absolutely.
Material Girl nod.
Yeah.
I was absolutely loving the bow. I'm loving of course, the gender fuckery of it all.
Oh,
I think they're great. You know what I mean?
I think they are.
I will say this. My one critique, and I want to hear your opinion after. My one critique is, I don't think this is the best necklace. Like I think that there's something about it dripping. The necklace looks a little bit like. It looks less expensive than the rest of the outfit, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it might be a late buy. So if you're like, damn, I haven't got a necklace, I'm gonna quickly get one.
That's usually me.
Pretty Little Thing or something. But yeah, I mean, accessories. The problem is, it's getting really good accessories here.
Yeah,
it's actually really difficult. We don't have amazing accessories here. The only time I got decent accessories was when I went over to New York. Came back with like bags, like so we don't have those.
Yeah. The bag looks nice, so it is a nice touch. The necklace, you know what I would have loved if the necklace would have been some sort of a pink stone. If it would have been some sort of a custom pink stoned necklace, that would have been really nice. But that being said, it is still nice, and I'm also still comparing a lot of these to Nicki, who just has thought of every detail.
Yeah.
I mean, you can never have enough accessories, I think.
Yeah.
So even more. I love this look. And pulling that out.
So Cameron comes out in this like snakeskin leotard with like chains going over the hip. Cameron's definitely showing off a lot of the ass. I wish that he would have done something different with his hair. It just looks like he just kind of combed it down and just hit the road. You know what I mean?
I think that kind of is his kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I love the chains.
I know.
I love it.
I did really love this look.
Yeah.
And
I think what would have helped it elevate it for me was maybe if instead of a leotard, it was like maybe a cat suit, if it went all the way down to the ankles. But I'm thinking this is the final. Well, I know that because you all said very clearly you don't judge the runaways,
outfits,
but this is first impressions. And I do.
You do, yeah.
Right.
Hold on.
Do you know what the funniest thing was? I did a YouTube and the other day, last Monday, and we were just talking about Slag Wars, and I was like, what would you for season 2? What would you all like to see? It literally went runway. I went, oh right, okay, so you all want a runway.
Wow, that's really interesting. That's
everybody was like runway.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we love the looks. We really want to see the looks.
Right.
So I think if that would have been, okay, now we got Kane. We have Kane on the screen. This is Kane. Okay, I've known Kane for years.
Yeah.
Randomly from going to GAY, from going to heaven.
Of course.
And like Kane is so good at this competition. It's so sexy, so creative.
Funny.
Like this like mask, shield, glasses, whatever the fuck. It's so good.
I love
it's
it.
amazing.
The corset as well. I mean, just look at it. It looks high. I personally feel it looks like high fashion. Like the way his nipples are showing, and the way the chains have gone down. I really, really love this look. And also, he had a fur coat on with it.
He did,
and it just, I loved it.
So yeah, like a reveal moment. Yeah. Kane really
is
great.
Put a lot of effort into his outfits.
Oh, now we got to talk about you two as well.
Okay, right. Before you go anywhere, I need to stop you right there. So,
this is brilliant. We got to tell the story.
Right, we were told what all the looks were, and I was like, then they said it basically fucked up. So we had to. I was in charge for all of our wardrobe.
Yeah,
and I was like, babe, we're gonna have to wear this tonight.
Yeah,
and we were just like, let's just do it. We had been in that makeup all day, and we were just this is after the elderly people look, the beautiful elderly ladies. Yay! And that was a scrap together. Those red dresses were scrapped the fuck together.
I want to tell you how much I really love these. I love these grommet jackets. It's like this big, like Swiss cheese. Some of the grommets are huge, some of them are small. I think it's actually really a cute look.
Glory hole. So I got them from Camden Market.
Amazing.
So I get all of our stuff, and I always have a couple of jackets because I like to match us, don't I?
You just ready?
Yeah. I like to match us. Always got to have a cheap slut dress to hand, no matter where you are.
You got it.
It doesn't matter. It can cost £12. It's the accessory is the person in the dress.
Yes.
And that, my darling, is us. We are the statement.
And that's why it needs to be a cock destroyer.
I cannot wait for this shirt. I want this shirt so bad.
To death. I bought two of them.
I love it.
For us.
So now let's talk about the outfits for the music video.
I love
So now in the music video, because that's the thing. The reason why the fans want to look at the outfits so much because like people are spending so much time on them. So Cameron's is in another leotard to show off the ass, which is great, by the way. My only thing is like if you have a leotard and you have like black panties underneath, that can be kind of distracting. That's my only thing about this look.
I
mean, oh my God, they're just.
This is really. I love this.
I love this.
I'm not being biased. I'm genuinely saying like they are just so sexy. This look is so great.
Amazing.
The whole like it's very Madonna when she did "Tell the Wind Not to Blow." You remember that song?
Also, Britney and Timberlake together.
Yeah. It's the Canadian tuxedo. Yeah. This has so many great references balled into one. This is very sexy. This is a good look. I actually like this better than their finale look.
Yes, I couldn't agree more. Because there's diamantes in this as well.
Yeah.
I haven't got quite the best look here, but there's lots of detail in this.
Yeah.
Tyrese has just an incredible body.
Now, I mean, I'm not gonna call out for outfit repeating, but this is the hat that Kane wore during the ass out runway.
Tut, Kane.
Besides that's why it looks great.
Kane will get sent home then. Who knows? You'll have to tune in to find out.
Right? I would say this. That is, repeating hats is not what it means to be a Kardashian.
No.
Oh my goodness.
And of course, Nicki Monet is in this, like, is it red? Is it red?
I mean,
amazing.
This outfit is just ridiculous.
And I think she made it. I don't know if she made it. She mentioned that she makes a lot of stuff herself.
She makes everything.
She makes everything.
So she looks absolutely stunning. I mean, what I'm loving about this look is I do love the fact that like I don't know, I'm just really interested in the fact that the lace shows so much skin, the gown flowing behind, the coat flowing behind it.
love it.
Cape, the lot. It's got stockings, suspenders, everything's rhinestone, choker.
Yeah.
It's just phenomenal.
The only thing I want to talk about, I do wish that, because her hair in the final runway was so good, I do wish the hair was like bigger or something, because this dress is so ornate and so beautiful.
Yeah.
I do wish that maybe there was like some bigger hair or long, like something a little bit more ornate than just this hair.
Because this is the thing is she set such a high standard that we're looking at all the other looks. Then this is such a stunning, like how I had my hair up.
Oh yeah,
that would have been amazing.
Also, I think also I want to give a shout out to Rebecca. The way that you wore you during the roast, during the cabaret, Rebecca, your look was so good. I was like shook.
And
shook.
Nicole.
Do you know what I said to our shout out to our friend as well? She is a cop destroyer.
Yeah,
Jennifer Keelings.
Yeah.
She was amazing. She was such fun. I said to her, I said, look, I want to look like Anna Nicole Smith tonight.
And she did. It was amazing.
I feel like Anna Nicole Smith. I'm a massive like Anna Nicole Smith fan.
Yeah.
And that's the closest I'm ever going to be to looking like Anna Nicole Smith, because I can never do the makeup myself.
Yeah,
but
you look
really,
so good.
It was stunning.
So
it was stunning. She was absolutely amazing. She was so good. And funnily enough, we didn't have a brilliant light. This was hilarious. I don't know if you saw it. You know the outfits where you went, they have just got string on.
Oh yeah.
So basically, when we wore those, it was dark. We had no light. We didn't have a ring light or anything. She was like, "Your makeup's gonna be shit. I'm sorry, but you know I'm trying it." And like, even Nick was going, "Your fucking makeup shit." But we're like, do you know what?
We didn't care.
We didn't care. Like we're like, we don't care. We're the cop destroyers.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And that's what it means.
To be a cop destroyer.
Yeah. I'd have been like, well, I'm the one hosting this show, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't like when people give up on the win.
I know.
Why did Cameron?
There's no fucking show then, is there?
I'm so surprised.
Why did Cameron even bother coming back?
So
if he's gonna be like, I don't want to win.
So I feel that Cameron felt that he was doing a good thing, like saying, do you know what? Please, I don't want to, or was going. There's either two sides to this, and I think he felt like he was doing a good thing by going.
I think he did,
but then everybody's like, I want you to win. I want you to win.
And it was like that.
It was, and I think because it was the first show and everybody had got so close, I think it was genuine and difficult for them all.
Sweet.
And I think Cameron maybe didn't want to be around us anymore.
He doesn't know.
Well,
he was like, God.
This is where my journey stops.
So not that it can't be genuine, because there are times like when I was competing on Drag Race, I really was I wanted to be friends with all those people, but like I can win and we can still be friends.
Yeah.
Like when you come to a competition, for me, you have to come to win.
Yes.
So when Cameron was like, I don't want to win, and then Nikki, but it was heartfelt, it was genuine. And she was like, you've already changed my life so much. But like just by having the contestants there in general, they're already in the fold. They've gotten the thing.
Yeah.
So in my personal opinion, you know, like politics of like who's doing a nice thing by encouraging others.
Yeah.
It is nice, but also let the game, in my opinion, play out the way it's going to play out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And when it comes to season 2, I will be lining each and every one of them up and going, any of you little fuckers want to say that you don't want to win? Oh, because that's not what it means to be a cock destroyer.
Were you all feeling emotional during this?
Jeez.
Honestly, that last part, everybody, there wasn't a dry eye. It was so intense. I don't know if I think it comes across on screen. It was honestly. It was really, really emotional. It was like Everybody was crying.
Everybody,
I personally, Kane, honestly, really, what he said, because he started.
Well, it resonates.
It really did. What he was saying about,
being
and when he started crying, he really has a very important message, and that really started everything going. And I thought, if I start crying, I'm not going to stop. And I wasn't even looking at you. I was just like, because we're fronting the show. I was thinking, I completely break down. So I did. There was quite a lot of me that was keeping it together. Cameron, it was really, really tense, and Cameron went next. Tyrese, and then it was very but when Nikki said what she said, it really
then we had
everybody was just
everybody's got a story, and that's the thing, you really feel it. And at the end, like you said, it went from one thing, and it's like wow, and then each time it's like, oh God, you're so right, what you've been through and to get here, and it's amazing.
Cameron's story about his family when in episode 2, I think it was, when they were discussing about his religious background, like Cameron has really been through it as well. Massively.
So let's just do a quick moment to congratulate the next Cock Destroyer. Congratulations to Tyrese. You have won Slag Wars. You are the next Cock Destroyer. And is there a ceremony that when you welcome them into the fold?
So that was the ceremony there and then, but we're actually all, because at the moment in the UK, we really wanted to all go out and celebrate with Tyrese.
Yeah.
And we haven't been able to. I've organised something with myself, Sophie. I haven't told you yet. I put this 5-star luxury dinner for us to go. Sophie, I just tell you, hi babe. I've got to tell you to say we're going out, and we're gonna go. We can't wait, because at the moment everything's a bit locked down in the UK, and so we're all gonna go out and celebrate. So it's the first show. We do want to. We wish that we had this amazing prize and grand finale and everything, but we're going to do that when we go out. It's very personal. It's very personal. So we're going to go out and have this amazing dinner. It's going to be wonderful, and we're going to get dressed up. And hopefully there will be restaurants open in London. We don't know
exactly.
Yet. Might be heading for another lockdown. Who knows? But we have plans to go out and celebrate, and we cannot wait.
Amazing.
Also, we really do want to get together with all of the contestants, ones that can. Kevin, would love to see everyone again. Kevin from Aberdeen. See Cameron, Levi. We would love to see Kane, everybody and again. Gustavo, unfortunately, Mexico.
Get back over.
It would be lovely to do something with everybody again. We really have bonds. I love them all, because we know this. We want this to go as far as we can. We will, if we get our way. So, won't we? We're going to get more seasons.
Y'all are so cute.
They're always going to be very special, because they were the first ones who did this with us. So,
and do you know what? We'd like to get to know everyone. Haven't we?
Yeah.
We love each and every contestant, and we love them for them, and it's so special.
Yeah.
We really connected.
Absolutely.
So it isn't just we've just thrown anyone away, which is a lovely thing. We're all in contact, and it's special.
I was going to make a joke there, but I don't think it's the time.
Get the joke.
Well, I hope that you all have a great dinner. Vaccines for appetizers.
Absolutely. Vaccines for appetizers, for sure. We can't wait.
So here's the question: when they get eliminated, do they leave the house? Are they just like sneaking around?
They're literally none of us left the house at all.
No.
It's a
very
big
safe
small house, isn't it? And they would just enjoy themselves watching, like when Kevin was eliminated. It is It is awkward in the sense, like, I'm so sorry, like, you had to go, but, you know, so we are there to, like, talk to them about it as well. Yeah. It was lovely to get to know you, Kevin. You know, I know that we're all going to meet up again soon. I think when Levi was talking to us, felt almost a bit guilty. He was like, I'm sorry, you know. And yes, just like, because I suppose when you're confronted with us two in the kitchen going, oh right, so you just left the show then, okay.
But I thought Levi really came out of his shell.
Absolutely.
Because being relaxed.
Yeah, Levi behind the camera. Yeah. Behind the cameras, I really wish Levi had stayed because I think everybody would have seen just how awesome. True. I mean, I know Levi's got TikTok and people can see that anyway, but I really, I wish Levi could have stayed, but that's history and that's that.
Some people have a really hard time. Some people, when it comes to competition, they just have a really hard time. But I do love the notion of like Sophie going down to pour coffee in the morning and seeing Levi and be like, hello there, Levi. Didn't want to stay in the competition, did you? My last question is, what would you all want to change for season 2? What would you expect to see? What would you hope to have happen in season 2?
Oh wow!
Yeah, so for season 2, we definitely would
like to have a runway.
We'd like to have prizes for sure, like actual, you know, like I know being a cock destroyer. I think that would be really, really fun. So, I would like more contestants.
More contestants.
Yeah, rather
more
than
a week.
Yeah, we want more episodes.
Yeah, more episodes. Yeah.
Also, we want to put cameras. We want to make it like proper Big Brother because
Big Brother.
There were so many BTS that didn't get on as well, which is like juicy as fuck. Yeah,
honestly. Yeah.
So we want more juice because we think that when people just forget that the camera's there, because you do, even when the camera's there, you just forget the camera's there.
Yes.
That's where all the beautiful things
the truth comes
So
out.
I'm going to be there fixing webcams into every room. Like, shine this.
Holes. Yeah.
Have you all thought about having any like cis women on the show?
Yes, absolutely.
This is another thing. We more range of contestants.
Absolutely. But that comes, it was so important to us. And with what time that we had and what we would like to do is actually have people send in videos and we can see, so more people be able to apply. So yes, we would absolutely.
Definitely.
How do they get the word out to people auditioning? Because I didn't even hear about it. The next thing I knew there was a show. How did they get the word out to the people who did audition?
So we didn't have any auditions. We well, we did actually. So we picked who we wanted, like
hand selected
by us two, and then we got auditions. They sent them in, but we'd already made up our minds because this was our first show, and we knew how we wanted it to go. And so with the second one, we wanted to be more of an audition type of thing where everybody, because I think a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, how did I not know about this? And it's like we wanted to get this show done. We didn't have time to go through loads of auditions, but for season 2, that's what we'd like to do.
And even incorporate that into the show, so kind of like X Factor-esque, that kind of
like a casting special.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Love that.
Yeah.
But everybody is welcome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But essentially, it's a very queer show.
So here's a question: like, do you have to be like a? Because I mean, Kevin made it clear that you don't have to be a sex worker to be good at the show.
Not at all. What people would have worked out from the first show is that it's a sex positive show. So if somebody's going to see that, it's always going to be a little bit like the first one, same sort of layout, but different. So if that's something you've got to be a little bit out there in the sense like we're going to ask you, you don't know what we're going to ask you to do. And it might be pole dance, projects. No, I mean anything like that. But up for anything.
Yeah, and willing to try.
Then send in your audition. But we're going to discuss what you've got to do for your audition. It's going to be like a little video. We'd like to do it like online.
Yeah, that's
And
how
send,
to do it.
send it in, and me and Sophie will go through them. That is going to be a nightmare. Should we just record that, us going through them all?
I'll be like, yes.
So we've got 20 contestants.
I love that. Well, again, thank you so much for joining us. I cannot wait for season 2. I hope it's 5 times as long.
Yes,
it was just such a great show. Me and my friends loved it. And also, the fact that you all put it up for free. It's just,
That's men.com. We have we cannot thank them enough for their support on this. They've always supported us. So I think it's been their gift in these hard times for everybody to have a bit of light-hearted entertainment. And yeah, they gave us a bit of gosh to do what we wanted.
Well, I think that this was the best thing men.com has probably had on their website in a long time. They're lucky to have you. So thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you. Bye, Bob.